Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm gonna share my IVF experience here in Egypt. So marami pong nagtatanong sa akin kung saan ako nagpa-IVF dito sa Egypt and ano yung step-by-step procedure na ginawa sa akin. So, let me just give you some little story why I've decided to go for the IVF procedure. 2022 na magpakasal kami ng Egyptian kong husband sa UAE. And we are both working, guys. And talagang nag-try kami magka-baby that time. Pero, alam nyo na, hectic yung schedule namin. Hindi talaga kami magkatugma. We don't have time para sa isa't isa. We just go to work, came back, eat and sleep, and work again. Same routine every day. Those people living in UAE, working in UAE, alam nyo yan, guys. There's one day that we've decided to settle here in Egypt. There's some scenario na nangyari. So, hindi ko na siya mention, pero may nangyari kasing hindi namin inaasahan. So, ayun na rin yung parang nag-push sa amin na mag-settle na kayo sa Egypt. Alam niyo naman guys, years are passing, hindi tayo bumabata, tumatanda tayo. When I came here in Egypt, that was November. So, December, January, February, March. March guys, nag-start na kaming magpa-check up, mag-ask ng advice. Ano yung much better na gawin namin since na that last year I was already 34. And it's much better ba na mag-antay muna kami, we will try yung normal muna, or mag-go ahead na kami sa IVF. Ang sabi ng doktor sa amin, kung gusto niyo na talagang magka-baby now, it's much better na you go for the IVF. Kasi kung mag-wait ka pa ng normal, it will take some times. But if you get the IVF, there's more early possibility na magka-baby kayo. So, we go for the IVF, guys. After visiting the doctor, he gave us a referral to the hospital to do the IVF. So, the name of the hospital that he's given to us is Bidaya Hospital, guys. It's in Cairo and they also have in Venezuela City. So, kung gusto nyo magpa-IVF, visit lang kayo sa Bidaya Hospital. And we went to Dr. Muhammad. Dr. Muhammad is really very professional doctor and all the staff of Bidaya Hospital are very friendly. You will be really comfortable to be in that hospital. So, we went to visit Dr. Muhammad. He checked me up and he gave us medicine for 1 month. Then after 1 month, yun nga bumalik kami sa kanya. And he gave me medicine for ovary stimulation. So, ayun na po yung start ng ating IVF procedure. Ovary stimulation, injection for 4 days first. He gave me for 4 days, so I will have a matured egg. Then, take note guys, doon sa medicine, yung injection nila, kadalasan wala siya sa pharmacy. Dito kasi sa Egypt, binibili siya sa pharmacy. Yung ibang hospital, wala silang pharmacy sa loob ng hospital. So, you need pa to go outside para lang bumili ng injection. But, the doctor will give you already the prescription. If wala siya sa pharmacy, kailangan yung bumili sa black market. Maraming black market sa Egypt pero mataas ang presyo kumpara doon sa pharmacy. So yun na nga, after 4 days, we went back again and sabi ng doctor, still hindi pa matured yung egg mo. So I'll give you another 4 days. Then we will check again. So, again, we buy the medicine from the black market and we went back. Then, alhamdulillah, for the 8 days, guys, okay na yung aking egg. So, matured na siya. Then, they schedule me for egg retrieval. That's the second step, the egg retrieval. It's a small operation, guys, na kukunin yung egg sa'yo para i-check nila yung quality ng egg mo and pipili sila doon kung ano yung fit para dun sa IVF. Total of 8 eggs yung nakuha nilang fit para sa IVF. Before the operation, guys, they told me it's painful yung egg retrieval. Pero for me, I don't feel that much pain kasi nga naka-general anesthesia naman. Doon lang talaga ako nahirapan sa iinom ka ng maraming tubig bago yung operation. Kailangan mong uminom ng maraming tubig, pero hindi ka pwedeng umihi. Yun lang talaga yung pinaka painful para sa akin kasi ihina ako, pero hindi ako pwedeng umihi. Then, I still need to wait for 10 minutes para doon sa operation. Then, I still need to keep drinking water. Nung operation na, guys, ayun, nalagyan naman ako anesthesia, so nakatulog ako. After, when I wake up, it's done, everything. I feel just like a little cramp. Para kang may regla. Yun lang yung sakit niya. When the doctor called us, actually, we went back to the hospital and he gave us choices if gusto ba namin siyang i-proceed na agad-agad or we want pa to wait for 1 month more. Me and my husband, we didn't think for 5 minutes. Talagang go talaga kami. Yun naman talaga yung pinunta namin dito. So, we went to do the operation in the next week. Yung sa embryo transfer naman, so nag-agree na nga kami na magpapa-embryo transfer na kami, di ba? Embryo transfer, pwede kang pumili kung gusto mo may anesthesia, pwede rin walang anesthesia. So, I asked the doctor, he told me, hindi naman siya ganun kasakit. Sabi ko, sige doc, it's okay, normal na lang ako. No need anesthesia, tapang ko, di ba? So, yun, naguna kami for the operation. And, hindi siya masakit talaga, guys. Parang, after niya, sabi ko, doc, it's done. 10 minutes lang ako sa loob. Nagantay nga kami ng medyo matagal doon sa egg eh. So, hindi siya masakit, guys, yung embryo transfer. At all. So, after ng operation, I stay on the bed like 2 hours. 1 hour, I was alone. Then, 2 hours, they let my husband to come in. We went back home. Take note, guys, kung medyo malayo yung biyahe nyo, make sure lang yung magdadrive is soft. Alam mo yung hindi siya garagal magmaneho kasi nga kailangan hindi ka matagtag sa biyahe. Nung umuwi na nga kami sa bahay, kumain ako and I went up because our room is here in the 3rd floor. I went up on the stairs slowly. Hindi ka rin pwede matagtag, hindi ka pwede magmadali. Then, I get so much of medicine, guys. I stay for 2 weeks on the bed without doing anything, just in the bed. Taking medicine, injections. The injections, guys, I'm telling you, that's so painful. Meron ka injection sa tiyan, meron ka injection sa puwet. Ang daming medicine na binigay sa'yo to make the baby hold. Kasi after ng operation, buntis ka na nun eh. After the operation. So, kailangan mo lang to take care the baby para mabuo siya. Para mabuhay. So, after 2 weeks is the pregnancy test. Nung nagpa-pregnancy test na, ayun, negative siya, guys. Actually, after the failed IVF, the first one, I can schedule the second IVF after 2 months. But, I'm still like, you know, I feel like a little bit trauma. I feel sad. Para kang nagka-anxiety na something na super disappointed ako nung hindi siya nabuo. Kasi I was really expecting. Inshallah, guys, sa susunod na IVF ko, maging successful na siya. So, we are planning to do it maybe after 1 to 2 months maximum, inshallah. If hindi magbago isip ko. So, I will share ulit yung experience ko sa susunod na IVF ko. Sana that time mabuo na talaga siya, guys. That's all my experience for my IVF procedure. I hope I gave you some idea for the IVF. If you are planning to do the IVF, you can visit Bidaya Hospital in Cairo or in Venezuela. Thank you for watching, guys. If you are new in my channel, please don't forget to click like and share. I'll see you on my next video. Bye-bye!